No, I'm not a human. The only game where Judge Holden lookalike breaks into your house if you don't have any people living inside. That you invite off the side of the street. It makes no sense. It's not even like these people are normal. Some of them are absolute weirdos. Why would I let this person into my house? Give me a straight answer. You gotta understand. This person looks like they would kill my firstborn child if I let them in. Why? What in what world are they coming into my abode? I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. I think I should slow this down a bit. The game you're seeing on screen is No, I'm Not a Human. It was released on the 15th of September 2025 by Critical Reflex and Trioskaz. I probably just butchered that name if I'm gonna be honest. It's a horror choices matter game, where you let people into your house at the end of the world, while an apocalypse where so-called visitors happen crawling out of the ground, and during the day, the sun burns anything out in the open. Simple, right? Doesn't sound too complicated? Well, it is. It's really complicated, and there's so many things to do, and I don't even know how to explain it all. There are so many items. You have cigarettes, you have beer you can drink. Every morning you have to check the TV to figure out signs to make sure there aren't monsters in your house. And then there's a phone where you can order DoorDash to get beer, which gives you buffs to find out who the visitors are or go to sleep early. There's so many things to do. You can just call your neighbor. You can call your neighbor, just randomly. The best part about these features, though, is that the developers have somehow found a way to use them all, but not bloat the game. Everything feels like it's here for a reason, even if it's just calling my neighbor and asking him how the kids are. And it also adds to the atmosphere of the game. I feel like I'm living in this world because of how many things I can do inside of my house. The intro is also very well executed. Your neighbor comes over to your house, he tells you about the visitors and how to look out for them. Then in the morning, he shows you how to use items with the beer. And after that, when night finally falls on the first day, his daughter comes to get him. This sets up a later storyline where his house burns down and his daughter ends up back at your house, where she's severely traumatized. During the night, people will show up at your front door. You have to make the call to let them in or not, by asking them questions at first, but once they get inside, you can test them for symptoms of being a visitor. And if you suspect that they are a visitor, most of the time you are going to kill them, and sometimes you can make a very bad mistake and they are human, so. And if you feel like you are losing a bit of a grip on yourself, you can always check yourself for signs of being a visitor in the mirror, and sometimes you can be one. There are so many characters in this game, 56 of them to be exact. And look at him, look at this guy. This guy's so silly, he's so funny. But you want to see how many there are? Look at this. There are so many of them. Almost every character has a side plot if you talk to them, some with special interactions. This guy, the coat guy, ends up having, let's just say he has a black hole in his stomach. It's something alright. And the best part about the developers including interactions like these is on your first playthrough if you haven't watched anyone else play it. It's shocking. You don't know what to do, and it makes the experience of a game so much better. Every few days that pass, a soldier from FEMA will show up at your house and take one of the people currently residing inside. FEMA is the agency that formed when the visitors started coming out of the ground, and they are meant to protect the citizens from the visitors. When the neighbor's daughter comes to your house, if she survives or isn't taken by FEMA after a few days, she'll give you a phone number to one of her friends, and when you call it, you find out that her friend was burned to death, just like her father was. It's insane. It shows you how sick and twisted the world became after the apocalypse started. But you know what balances all of this out and makes the game so much better? The cat! You can get a cat from one of the visitors. It's awesome. Look at him. He's adorable. Look, you're telling me this guy doesn't make up for everything that just happened. Oh my god, he's awesome. The save system is also very well done. Using kombuchas, you can save your game, but you only start off with one of them. This can be fixed by ordering them through 4S delivery. Only issue with that is you have a limited amount of orders, and with the other items you can get from the delivery service that are all useful, you really have to decide what you want to use and if you need to save the game at the moment. During the night, you can also look out your window, where the creepy man, he's usually standing there. Some other things happen when you look out, but usually the main thing you do see is the tall, pale man that shows up at your door sometimes. The system you use to check if someone is a visitor is very fun to use. With a limited number of checks per day, and as the game goes on, more and more ways to check each person, if you have multiple people in your house at once, you really have to take a gamble on who to check first. And if you do get something wrong, it could result in the death of other people in your house. You watch the world crumble around you throughout the game, and you also get to see the direct effect it has on many people. You'll look outside sometimes and buildings will just be on fire in every direction. It gets to a point where you genuinely wonder if you're gonna be next. An NPC also shows up at your house multiple times, checking and making sure that you're not a visitor yourself. And if you are, he will attempt to shoot you. It doesn't go well for him though, you beat him to death, but still, he shoots you. The art in the game is also really well done. The art for the characters itself, but also the art for the ending cutscenes. There's just a very cool vibe about it, and it adds to the atmosphere of the game. The OST of the game is also very well done. The soundtrack for the credits is just awesome, and it's very hard to put it into words how amazing the OST is, so I'll play a short snippet. Overall, No I'm Not a Human is a very well made game. It is very interesting and there's a lot of stuff to do. And I would rate it very highly. I would rate it a 7 out of 10. It's just, there's so many interesting storylines and it's very entertaining to play. If you watched all the way through, consider subscribing and joining the Discord and all of that. This is my first time doing a video like this. I usually post gameplay. And if you like this stuff, can leave a comment and tell me what game I should do next. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye.